Horror has a lot of subgenres, so let's break them down and discuss them. In this video, we're going to talk about ghosts and haunted places with recommendations. So this is usually about some kind of spirit or presence that is terrorizing a person or a place, usually something like a house. The most famous example of this probably is The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson, which I'm sure you've seen the TV series or just read the book. And if you haven't, do yourself a favor. It's a classic. Another famous example of this, though it's less on the horror side, even though there is presences of horror, is Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, with like the presence of the ghosts of past, present, and future. And then we have something like M.R. James, who wrote short stories of ghosts, and these are terrifying. This is like exactly what like a ghost story is. It's menacing and it's deadly, so check it out if you haven't heard of him. Then you have more of, again, that haunted house, haunted place type vibe, with like Hell House by Richard Matheson, Haunted Castles by, what was his name, Ray Russell, which again is a lot of short stories about various haunted places, as well as Michael McDowell's The Elementals, which is also considered a Southern Gothic, about these like sand presences that haunt this family's vacation home down on the Gulf. So interesting. And then you have a more modern example of like the ghost story, and that is The Woman in Black, yes, by Susan Hill. Again, very menacing atmosphere and just exactly what you would associate with a ghost story, set in mansions up in the Scottish Highlands. Then you have something like Ghost Story by Peter Straub. This is more of the literary horror, but again set in New York in the winter with a very dark atmosphere. As well as a famous, I'm sure you've heard this one, haunted hotel story like The Shining by Stephen King. If you haven't seen the movie or read the book, do yourself a favor. And then we get more into like the 21st century, the contemporaries, such as his son, Joe Hill, who wrote Heart-Shaped Box, about this aging rock star who buys a ghost and is terrorized by it. Grady Hendrix's Horror Store, which is about like an IKEA type store that is haunted by a presence, as well as Josh Mallerman's Incidents Around the House, about this little girl that is terrorized by this presence. I've heard a lot of people say this is quite terrifying. So ghosts are not my favorite trope in horror by far, but a lot of people like them, so go have fun in reading them.